Hi, I'm Michael. I play drums.
I'm Dan. I sing.
I'm Nick. I play keyboards and guitar.
Keyboard first.
I'm Casey. I also
synthesizer.
play guitar, and I don't play synth.
Synthesizers.
And
I don't play synthesizers.
And
We're the Wonder Years.
and you're
This
watching
is Project
Greenroom.
Project Greenroom.
Alright, so here we are at the Wonder Years at Starlight Ballroom record release show. Suburbia, I've given you all, and now I'm nothing. Just came out today. How does it feel to have a record out beginning of summer?
Good. It's a positive feeling.
Positive feeling.
I feel positive.
It's been a good day. The weather's
My
been
dad
nice.
said nice stuff to me today. It felt good.
Yeah,
my
I
dad
was there
told
for
me
that.
about
That was nice.
A lot of things.
Lots
there.
of positive
Good feeling.
encouragement.
My mom
iTunes.
will be at the show.
Really? Is your sister coming?
Oh, of course.
Alright.
According to iTunes, people are buying it.
Yeah, you're like number 30.
Yeah,
On
I
the
think
charts.
we got down. We got down to maybe like 28 or something like that.
Nice.
I don't know.
Casey's
I don't know.
mom informed us that we're
Surprising.
beating the Beatles. A Beatles record is under us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may or may not have been out for like years, but
Doesn't that doesn't
yeah.
count.
Yeah,
You gotta beat Lady
Doesn't
Gaga. That's the
matter.
true test. Beat Lady Gaga.
Tonight. We're just
Usually
getting,
when I think Beatles, I think we're better. So it doesn't-
Yeah.
So that
we're
makes
getting
sense.
ripped up by Eminem and Royce to 5'9" right now, though.
We can't beat
Yeah, but that's Eminem.
He is Eminem.
That's like being.
The Beatles.
Well, if Nick would just make
Hip
more
hop.
hip hop
the
beats.
Beatles of rap. Continue.
I've heard someone call him the Bob Dylan of a generation.
All right.
This generation.
That's out there now.
Now, Dan, you mentioned this week is Hell Week.
It's like finals week in college. It's because we had a rehearsal yesterday, and also generally when we do a record release show, we like to have a record release version of the vinyl. So I went and took like 50 unique Polaroids and labeled and numbered all of them, and we're supposed to be attaching them to the LPs, but they weren't here yet. So we're waiting on UPS, and
Are they still not here?
no, they got to Allison's bringing them.
Okay.
And we had a rehearsal, and then we have the show today, and we're live streaming the show on the internet today, which is hectic, and a bunch of interviews and photo shoots and an in-store and a web chat, and gotta get the merch order together, and I have a doctor's appointment, and somehow I have to spend time with my mom.
I'm getting tired just listening to it.
You know how it
I
is.
mean, I also have to breed a green chocobo, then race it, and then get a black chocobo, then breed that, and then
No,
gold
you
chocobo.
breed the blue and the green.
I already
and then
have.
the
I
black.
already have the blue. I need to make a green set.
Nick's got a serious
Yeah,
gaming
Nick's a mountain
schedule.
show now. Nick's playing Final Fantasy VII.
That's what he'll
Yeah,
be doing
Nick,
when
what
we're
a
doing
loser.
all this.
I'm
yeah.
with it. You know.
Kennedy's not playing Final Fantasy VII.
Also playing.
No, what are you
Should be.
playing?
We know you're
I
playing.
am.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
just be the first disc. Come on.
Yeah, we're both playing for at the same
Come on.
time because we're
How was
awesome.
it working with Steve Evans, who did Saves the Day back in the day? Texas is the reason.
Steve's amazing.
It was awesome. It was a learning experience.
Yeah, he beat
Absolutely.
the shit out of us. Literally.
I lost 5
like
pounds
there was
according to
abuse,
drums.
yeah.
Yeah.
Michael bled a
There
lot.
was,
Like,
I did
actually.
a pretty decent amount of vomiting. But it was for the better.
And he
The vomiting was mostly from the emotional abuse.
Emotional distress.
Not
Steve said that that's the
necessarily
fastest he's done a record since Kid Dynamite, shorter, faster, louder. So
Yeah.
obviously there was not a large time span for us to record this record.
Or you guys are just professional.
Yeah.
That's not the case. Are you watching this?
But it was awesome.
We just did long days every day and worked real hard. We got it done.
Now, off the success of the Upsides, did you guys feel any pressure with this follow-up album?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no. I felt good. I felt good about it.
I felt a lot of
the whole way
pressure.
through.
Fuck you guys.
Absolutely
there was
not.
pressure. You guys were assholes.
There was pressure, but it was also the record we've been most comfortable with. Like once the songs were out there, we felt better about those songs than I think any group of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now once we finished the
Previously.
songs, but when
Yeah.
when it was
Writing
like when you have to write the follow up to a record that people really like, it's a difficult task.
Well, it didn't help that like we were on tour and like the first half of the writing process was just like us talking about what kind of record we wanted to write, which is the dumbest thing ever, and we
Which
always
was
do
great.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we did that for a while.
Yeah, oh, for a while, yeah.
I mean, because we
Probably
didn't
longer than
have a
actual
chance to write anything because we were just constantly on tour.
And we'd have arguments about like ideas that we were discussing about songs. It was not healthy.
Conceptual arguments.
Without actually
Yeah.
writing
No.
anything.
Yeah, never
Not even,
playing
like,
a single
yeah,
note,
about
just
your
like
lyrics, just, like what the music should sound like. It was silly.
Just
but-
mind-fucking, right?
Yeah, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again in 6
yeah.
months.
So we fucked it up. We'll try again in 14 months, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, this is your first record out on Hopeless Records. One great thing about Hopeless, besides the roster, past and present, is they work a lot with charities, which you guys always have done. Most recently at the Tsunami back in March, the compilation you put together. How does it feel to be backed by a label that's giving back to the people?
Yeah, that was something that when we initially started talking to them, we were really into, really respected that they did that and made that a serious focus. Not just what they do commercially through Hopeless and all the bands on there, but other artists that aren't Hopeless artists that they work with as well. So that was something that we definitely looked forward to doing a lot with going into it.
It definitely feels nice to be part of something that is positively affecting people, as opposed to just like hanging out for a living. So
Yeah.
Playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah. That's stressful though. On the real, she's giving me acne.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Now, at the past year and a half, you guys have gotten to tour not only over here, with Newfound Glory, Set Your Goals, but you've also gotten to go overseas with bands like Good Charlotte. How has the past year and a half touring affected, this writing process, this album, the album in general, the lyrics, everything?
I was kind of I felt like I was between a rock and a hard place in the sense that the things that people said made our lyrics meaningful to them, whether they were really honest and that they were really relatable. But if I was being honest, our lives weren't as relatable as they used to be because we weren't college students anymore and we were kind of on tour all year. So I was kind of stuck in this conundrum of how to, rectify those two things. How do we make a relatable record but stay honest with it, not have to lie about what's going on? And so the conclusion was that the thing that we were experiencing, that I feel like a lot of people were experiencing, was the sense you get when you leave home for a while and then you come back to the place you grew up with fresh eyes and you can kind of see it for what it really is without the preconceived notions that you grew up or that you've grown up with. So we were leaving to go on tour, but a lot of people were going to college, a lot of people were moving away for a while, and then you come back home, and now everyone's kind of at this stage in their lives where you're deciding, is this place that I grew up actually home to me? And it's kind of a balancing act between this nostalgic love that you have for it and, criticizing what you're now seeing are the flaws in it.
Now, 5 years ago, when this band started, 5-6 years ago?
5 and a half.
5.5?
6 the day after.
It's like July 5th.
Technically speaking, yeah. So.
Yeah, so
which is an awesome birthday.
Yeah, so
we
definitely
get
close to
fireworks.
6. Yeah.
We're getting close to it, yeah, okay.
It's actually really close to 6.
Yeah, almost there.
Scary.
Almost hitting 6. Did you ever think that you would be doing this full time?
No.
No, we had
Well,
one
as an
practice and
outsider,
we all went
I
to college.
never expected that.
Well, Nick wasn't even there.
Nick was
Back
Nick,
then.
do you want to talk about
Your
how,
relationship with the Wonder Years?
do you want to talk about how embarrassing it was for you to be in a band with Matt and I when we were also in this band?
That overlapping
If you would have just
period.
wanted to 10 it.
It was pretty low. Well, I mean, like, Soupy and I and Matt had a quote-unquote real band. Well, this was the supposed joke band where basically they would hop on shows and really just sound like absolute shit and be annoying. Play
Respect
maybe
for
three songs. Hey!
Thanks, Nick.
Hey,
No, we
you want me to be honest? You want me to like,
definitely
sugarcoat it?
sucked.
Sugarcoat it, dude.
Yes.
Why you can't
They
take
were
it?
feelings.
Some of the funnest songs I'd ever heard, so I really liked them. And,
Really fun.
It brought a new joy into Nick's life.
like, it just kind of turned into this thing where the serious band broke up and then the joke band turned into a real band, and I was like, screw you guys, man. I got this room, I'm sitting in it.
But now you're with us as our keyboard player and guitar player.
Mostly synth
The
player.
gift.
So we
I'm not a system.
So we spent about 4 years ignoring Nick's phone calls.
I never
joined
called
the band.
That's not true.
And
called
finally we
me.
were annoyed after
Please,
changing
I'll
numbers way
replace
too
it.
many times.
Please.
That,
It was a really weird series of events that took us here that should not have happened, any of them, but thanks events.
Yeah, thank you, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really thought I was going to just be a professor. I tried really hard to be one, but we do this, and this is pretty cool.
dude, you're a
failed.
professor of the
What's
skins.
the fail?
That's good.
What was the
What also was that?
Kind of, pressure moment.
5 and a half.
Just vibe it
The
out.
focus has shifted to ACAT.
Next week, you guys are heading out on the Warp Tour, the full Warp Tour.
Really?
Really?
Like less than a week.
This is what Hell Week is for.
Oh, yeah.
How does it feel to be going on the full Warped Tour? It's something you probably grew up going to. Now you're on it.
Actually, we hadn't heard of it until this.
Yeah. We're still not really sure what it is. There's people that just tell us we should do things and we do them.
Yeah.
So
we got an email offer about it, and I don't.
Googled it.
Yeah,
like,
Googled it. It had a website, so we were like, all right, well maybe it's like.
You know, I googled it. I saw Flogging Molly and
It turns out that it's pretty similar to Ozfest, which we go to every year.
Yeah. So we're really excited.
I went to my first Warped Tour at 13 or 14, and cracked my head open, and I have a scar on the back of my head still from it. And
hoping not to do that this year.
I'm hoping to not do that this year, but to think about how excited we were taking the train down there, getting on a ferry, going across the river to Camden, going through this whole day, falling, splitting my head open, going to the hospital, subsequently leaving the hospital, walking back through Camden bleeding to go to the rest of the Warped Tour because I didn't want to wait for stitches.
Taking on a full Camden gang all by himself.
You should see me with nunchucks.
I think it's probably the most exciting to be
it's like
to be on a tour in a while.
It's really an honor to be part of the tour.
Yeah, no, it's
It's kind of scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah. To be fair, the last year, well, I mean, the whole thing's been fun, obviously, but the last year especially had there's been a lot of those moments just going out with bands that we grew up listening to. So this is like a whole summer of that where it's on an even bigger level. So I think it'll set in when we get there and start doing it.
Get sunburned.
Yeah.
I mean,
shower.
We're all fair-skinned young men. It's not going to go well.
My big thing when I was 14 was that when I was in the hospital, I was like, fuck this, I'm not missing Less Than Jake. And I still missed Less Than Jake despite leaving the hospital, but this summer I get to watch
So
him
now
play.
you got a lot
every
of
day.
chances.
I get to watch him play every day, so.
10 years later.
So we're
10 years
pumped.
later.
Are we going to see you?
Of course.
That's cool.
Of course. So one final thing. What's one final message for your fans that have stuck with you since you guys were,
actually today, they don't do TRL anymore, but they do a program called The 7.
Right.
And MTV's talking about us on The 7 today. So I guess our final message is we're selling out, cashing in, and fuck you all. I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you on my yacht, bitches.
Yeah.
Hold on, Carson just texted me.
It's
The next record.
Carson Daly ever text me, I'll kill myself that
The
much.
next record is going to sound
Everything's
like a bunch of
complete.
T-Pain B-sides.
I don't know,
Really
thanks.
excited.
No, thanks for being with us through all the terrible
Bullshit.
periods and the bullshit. Now we're here, and we hope you like the music. And tonight, we know there's almost 900 pre-sale tickets for us tonight in our hometown, which is unbelievable.
Cool.
Wild.
Just-
Yeah.
Did I
Thank
say
you.
fucking stupid?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Thank you.
Because Nick wasn't exaggerating when he said that we really sucked, so thanks.
Every night I would break down in tears, and it's just a beautiful thing when it all comes together at the end, and then you can put it in your compact disc player and let's say, hey, I did this. This is my work. This is my blood. These are my friends.
Oh man, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, the interview's done.
I don't know